Hi everyone, I am Amrita. Welcome to the second session of chapter 4 of class 7 mathematics, that is repeated multiplication. In this session we will be discussing about three topics. First one is factorization, second is power of fractions, and third one is power of decimals. So first we have factorization. Now before telling about factorization, we need to tell about prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the numbers which are having factors 1 and the number itself. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, it goes on like this. These numbers are having factors 1 and that number only. So factorization means any number, any natural number can be expressed as product of powers of prime numbers. In this session, we will be discussing about how to represent a natural number as product of powers of prime numbers. Let us see. Take an example, 72. How can we factorize 72? We have studied in 6th standard how to prime factorize a number. So we have 72. Now prime factorization means continuously dividing a number with prime numbers until we get 1. So we have 72 here. So the first prime number is 2. The smallest prime number is 2. We will divide with 2. Now 72 divided by 2 is 36. Again 36 is an even number, so we can divide it by 2. We have 32 divided by 2 is 18. Let us take again divide it by 2. We will get 9. 9 2s are 18. Now this 9 cannot be divided by 2 because it is not an even number. So we will take the next prime number, that is 3. Okay. We know that 3 is a factor of 9. So we will divide 9 by 3 and we have 3 3s are 9. Now 3 is a prime number, there are no other factors for 3 other than 1 and 3. So we will divide 3 by 3 itself and we will get 1 3s are 3. Okay, that means 72 can be written as product of all these numbers, which is written on the left side, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. 72 can be written as product of all these numbers. Now we told that we can express any natural number as product of powers of prime numbers. These are the prime numbers. Here 2 and 3 are the prime numbers. Now powers means we have studied 2 into 2 into 2. If just repeated multiplication, we can represent this using powers. That is, here 2 is repeated 3 times, means we can write it as 2 raised to 3 into. Here 3 is repeated 2 times. So we can write 3 raised to 2. So we have represented 72 as product of powers of prime numbers. Okay, let us take another example. Let it be 120. We are going to prime factorize 120. 120 is an even number, so we will divide this by 2. Now first of all take 12. How many 2s are there in 12? 6 2s. So 6 2s are 12, and how much into 2 will give you 0? 0. Okay, so it is 60. Again 60 is an even number, you can divide it by 2. Dividing by 2 means just find the half of the number. Okay, so half of 60 is 30. Again it is an even number, so divide by 2, half of 30 is 15. Now 15 is not an even number, so we cannot divide this 15 by 2, but 3 is a factor of 15. So we can divide 15 by 3 and we have 5 3s are 15. Okay, again 5 is a prime number. There are no other factors for 5 other than 1 and 5. Okay, so we will divide 5 by 5 itself to get 1. That means 120 can be written as product of all these numbers, that is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So, how we will write this as a powers of prime numbers? Here 2 is repeated 3 times, so it is 2 raised to 3 into 3 is not repeated, so one time only. So, 3 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 1. So, this is called factorization. Hope it is clear to you. Next, we will go for the second topic, that is powers of fraction. Powers of fraction. So, we have studied how to find powers of natural numbers. Next, we will study how to find powers of fractions. Okay. Here we have an example, 2 by 3 whole raised to 3 or 2 by 3 whole cube, which is equal to, any number raised to 3 means that number is repeatedly multiplied 3 times. So, we will multiply that number 3 times. 2 by 3 whole raised to 3 is equal to 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 into 2 by 3. Now, if we are having multiplication of fractions, what is the easy method we will do? We will multiply the numerator first and divided by, we will multiply the denominators also separately. So, here also we are going to divide the numerators and denominators separately. So, here we have 2 into 2 into 2 divided by 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. And 2 into 2 into 2, 2 is repeatedly multiplied 3 times, that means it is 2 raised to 3 divided by 3 is multiplied 3 times means it is 3 raised to 3. So, it is 2 raised to 3 divided by 3 raised to 3. So, we have started from 2 by 3 whole raised to 3. 2 by 3 whole raised to 3 is equal to what? 2 raised to 3 by 3 raised to 3. That is, if you are having powers of fractions, we can just distribute the powers to numerators and denominator. Okay, let us see an example. Let us take a fraction. 3 by 2 whole raised to 3. 3 by 2 is a fraction raised to 3, power of a fraction. Now, 3 by 2 whole raised to 3 means 3 by 2 is repeatedly multiplied 3 times. So, 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. Now, we will group the numerator and denominators. Okay. So, we have 3 into 3 into 3 divided by 2 into 2 into 2. Now, 3 into 3 into 3 means it is 3 raised to 3 divided by 2 into 2 into 2 means it is 2 raised to 3. Okay. So, we started from 3 by 2 whole raised to 3 and it is same as what? 3 raised to 3 divided by 2 raised to 3. So, if you want to find the power of a fraction, no need of writing all these steps. Just you can do what? 3 by 2 whole raised to 3 is 3 raised to 3 by 2 raised to 3 and then find what is 3 raised to 3? 27 by 2 raised to 3 is 8. This will be the answer. Okay. Now, what if it is a mixed fraction? That is, if you are having 2 1 by 2 whole raised to 2. This is a mixed fraction. So, if it is a mixed fraction, please convert this mixed fraction to fraction, then find the power of the fraction. Here we have 2 1 by 2. So, how can we convert it into fraction? 2 into 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 5, 5 divided by 2 will be the fraction and put the power whole raised to 2. Now, we know how to find 5 by 2 whole raised to 2. What is it? 5 raised to 2 divided by 2 raised to 2. Just give the powers to numerator and denominator separately, which is equal to 5 square is 25, 2 square is 4. This will be the answer. Okay. So, we have factorization, then powers of fraction. Now, the last topic is powers of decimals. Powers of decimal. Okay. let's take again an example. 1.2, a decimal number whole raised to 2. Okay. So 1.2 whole raised to 2 means what? 1.2 is repeatedly multiplied 2 times. So we have 1.2 into 1.2. Okay. Now which is equal to 1.44. How can we get 1.44? Here 1.2 into 1.2 means we have to multiply 1.2 2 times. Instead, we can just convert this 1.2 as fraction. Okay. So we have 1.2, if you are converting to fraction, it will be 12 by 10 into again 12 by 10. Now, if we multiply the numerator and denominator separately, we will get it as 12 into 2 is 144 by 10 into 10 is 100. Again convert this into decimal. How we will convert? Here we are having the power of 10 with 2 zeros. So, our answer should contain 2 decimal places. That is, from right side after 2 numbers just put the point. So, we will get 1.44. Or there is another method, you can just multiply this 1.2 into 1.2 without the decimal point. That is 1.2 into 1.2, just multiply what? 12 into 12. Okay. Just multiply 12 into 12, you will get what? 144. 12 into 12 is 144. Then count the total number of decimal places here. Decimal places means number of digits coming after the decimal point. Here we have 1 digit, here we have 1 more digit. So in total we have 2 digits. So after multiplying you will get an answer. Now from right side of this answer count up to 2 and then put the decimal point. 1, 2. After 2 digits we will put the decimal point. You will get 1.44. Now we have one more example, 0.02 whole raised to 3. 0.02 whole raised to 3 means it is repeatedly multiplied 3 times. Now I told you, for easy, for making it simpler, we can just multiply the number without the decimal point. So it will be 002, 002. 002 means 2 only. So 2 into 2 into 2 we will do. You will get 8. Okay. Now count the total number of decimal places in the question. Here we have 2 decimal places. Again 2 plus 2. In total we have 6 decimal places. That means our answer should also contain 6 decimal places. That is, from right side or from last, after 6 digits put a point. But here see, we are having only 1 digit, that is 8. 2 into 2 into 2, 8 only we have. So the rest of the numbers will be what? 0. That is, we have 8 as the answer. Now from right side we have to put a point after 6 digits. So first digit is 8. Now second digit will be 0, third, 4, 5, 6. After 6 digits we have to put a point. Then since there is nothing in front of this decimal point, we will put a 0 here. This is the correct method of representing a decimal number. So this will be the answer. So we have the answer as 0.000008. Okay. So we have discussed about factorization, powers of fraction and power of decimals. Hope the class was very useful to you. See you in the next video. Bye.